Welcome back to part 2 of Silver Boons and Market Busts with DJCrawf.
Okay, I might buy out some more shares because I'm going to use this as a way to generate a little bit of cash. So, you know, I have all the shares now. So now I'm going to buy, it's probably going to be $1 million now because I've just pumped up the share price of it on purpose. So we've got 1 and 1.5. It's probably all I can probably afford to go with my credit rating. And I'm going to attempt a merger. So everyone voted for me because well, they love me. Financial analysts probably aren't amazed because it was probably a terrible decision. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this. I want this Shreveport to make me money. So we'll go with the large station. And all of a sudden we've got an opportunity to make money again. So for now I'm going to run a passenger and a single consolidation, which will have which will run like so between two. I probably don't even need that many. I can probably run it on 5. So we'll see if we can get a little bit of cash coming from this company or this subsidiary of ours. Now Shreveport doesn't have any. Oh, there we go. We've got in Kansas, so they've got a few assets and stuff, so that's okay. But now I have $500,000 that I want to spend out. And I'm just going to check out Texas and Pacific and see how these companies are going, because ultimately I'm going to take up another one because hopefully Thomas Scott, now that he has a bit of money, oh no, Collis Huntington, he's 120 grand from that sale, so he might well, he's been buying my shares. He's got 4.5% of my company, and he hasn't got his own company. Have fun trying to take over. So Texas and Pacific is probably next in my line of sites. Income is what I was looking at. So in terms of their income, they're losing money again. So what are these companies doing? So this one's the Texas and Pacific. So they're running passengers between each other, and they should be making a bit of money. And there's some cattle down here, and there's Austin to connect to as well, and San Antonio and Houston. And Houston's probably a lot better for. It's got plenty of transport down there. So I might look at taking them over at some stage. So I might buy a few of their shares, and I'll buy a few of these Phoenix and Flagstaff. Yeah, so their share prices. So I can afford to buy probably another one of them. Probably another one. And we'll go to, I think that's probably enough in terms of where I'm at. I don't want to take over. I don't want to run out of money, or you know, suffer the whims of the unstable financial economy. So Burlington's here. Burlington is happy. Davenport actually wants food. So these cattle trains are still. Davenport wants food, and food is what I'll give them. So I want food to go to Davenport and then back down to Kansas. I'm actually going to move one of these ones. I had 2 going to Tobiega, I think. But Tobiega has the grain, which is why I was doing that. So we'll leave that for now. We'll see how they go. Negative 58 on the so Sacramento North is obviously run by Collis Huntington. I'm going to buy I might sell out one of those shares, and I'll buy 2,000 shares in Sacramento Northern, and hopefully he knows how to run a company this time, so he doesn't have me run out of money again. Now we're just going to have a quick look at this one. This one's negative 4 grand at the moment, so we're going to have to make sure we're making some money on it. So they've got coffee and sugar as well, so I might actually, when they're coming from New Orleans, we'll take one of these and we'll take a coffee and sugar as well. Just so they can, you know, they probably don't even want coffee and sugar, but it'll give a little bit of money in there. We'll come back to that one because next on the radar is definitely going to have to be down here somewhere because Great Bend's got some traffic there. I'm going to try and get Denver going. So the concern I have now, oh there we go, that one there. I'm going to have to move one of these other ones because that train system is going to roll me in dollars right there. So I wonder if I can afford to. No, I can't afford to make another one, but I can. I don't want to send any less to Tobieka, but I might stop sending them to the Great Bend because the Great Bend doesn't really want food. Now, one of these must be the Great Bend. Yep. So that one I'm going to send down to Davenport because hopefully Davenport can sustain their demand with 2 trains. If they can't, I'll just move them. So we are going to have to wait for that Davenport train to go in through. Investors are annoyed. Investors aren't happy at the moment. It's okay, I have majority shares. I have enough shares that I can probably maintain the company. So Texas and Pacific's actually pumping in the price now. So I got it up to $11 I think, and now it's at 14. So we can see how that goes. And Sacramento North, so Phoenix and Flagstaff's giving a few shares, a few little dollars in their shares. So I've got 127 grand. That should be almost enough to get us across the Denver line. Now I'm going to need 200 grand to build a like that. That obviously just that food train obviously just came in. Now I think that should be okay just there. So now we're going to run to Puyallup. Put a little station for Puyallup. I wonder if we can get it on this side of the. Oh, they sent a phase down there, and Leadville's up there, so we're going to have to run across this river anyway. So we may as well go across that river. So what I might do for the moment is I might run a train from Denver up to maybe even run up to Kansas. Now I hope that food is going somewhere. Oops, that one. I want a train to go from Denver to Kansas, Denver to Kansas City. Now we'll make them wait till at least they're half full because it's going to be quite the drive. And when we get to Great Bend, I'm going to set up a kind of substation. Investors are pleased. Good. I'm negative 200 grand, but I can probably afford to look at these Texas. I wonder if these Texas companies actually running. Hey, look, I dropped 50 grand. That one was this one. This is the one I was thinking of that could set me in some good stead for making a lot of money. And I'm going to actually upgrade the Kansas. So let's just check this out. $563,000. But if I was put a large station in, let's say, and it actually isn't a large station, large restaurant, some post offices, and a large hotel. Oh, I can't afford all that. No. Let's try without that one. But maybe if I put in a large hotel instead of a large restaurant, yep. That might be a little bit better. I can come back to the large restaurant and might put some telegraph poles in. So we'll see how much this one's changed it. So I don't know whether it does change once it's already on it, but we'll see. We can only hope. Our shares are quite low at the moment. These Texas Pacific ones probably depleting again as well, and so they're actually running a profit again. Finally, they haven't got any dividends. They've got negative dollars. So, but they are running. They've got about $1 million in assets. but I'm okay with that. Every year they've been posting profits except for 81. So 82 and 3. So they're saying to pick themselves back up by their ankles, and we can probably hope that we'll see a bit more movement there. Steel prices going up. Man, I haven't got any ground to build any steel just yet. So I will get there, but maybe not just yet. Now Puyallup, I'm going to need a. Now offering 200 grand to connect Austin. Oh, I thought I owned it. Oh no, this one's the one I don't own. Maybe I'll take over this company and connect to Austin. Oh, they've actually they're running stuff to Houston now. That's good. So they might be able to make a little bit of money there. And I'm going to check on this the Shreveport train. Yep, so we're actually making some money now. We're actually this Shreveport train is doing quite well. And I'm going to I thought I was connecting to that one. And I'm going to make it so that one there is like that. So we'll have another extra lot of passengers come through, and hopefully, no, not that one. It's this one. The concerning thing is that I could probably split it up now. I think because they look like they're kind of big enough to do that. So I might actually run a passenger train like that. So, and then we'll make another one. We'll start it from Shreveport. It seems that there's already one down there, and we're going to run a 2-2 here, and we'll run a 2-1. How much coffee is in this station waiting to go? Yeah, so they only make one a year. So industrial iron into steel. That's kind of cool. We've got some cotton here actually, and it's quite close. Do they want some goods? Yes. So that's an opportunity for a bit more growth, I think, and we might just pause out our Denver expansions, because I want to get on top of this one here, which means I'm going to need to fix this potential for bottlenecking pretty damn quickly. Now Phoenix and Flagstaff is making a killing right now, but they're giving me $1. They're giving me 10 grand worth of 11 grand worth of investments and dividends. So I might just sell out one of those for the moment, and I might look at. Now I don't like when people have a majority share in my company and I don't. I'm gonna leave it there for the moment. This one here is Texas and Pacific is on my radar because it's in a spot that I want to be in. Oops, I was just about to make it slower. We'll put the cannonball in. Kansas City Cannonball. Good. Yeah, that's what I was. It's expensive, but it's usually worth it to when you're getting more than one train on one of these platforms. Now this one has goods as well, so we could probably split it up. But this one's going to go to New Orleans. So I'm going to run another consolidation from the crossing to New Orleans and back to Shreveport. So let's only run it when we have a lot of, when it's worth running. And then Shreveport will come back in with nothing. We can probably look for some more cotton. There's some cotton there. There is some cotton down here, which I might actually look at connecting, so I can connect Houston and Shreveport. So this one's next on my takeover list, I think. It's not, because it's not, the shares aren't worth a whole lot, but it might be worth. It might be worth trying to work our way to. So I'm getting some negative here, but there we go. That's the 500 I wanted is to oh wow, I've actually got $2.5 million in debt. I didn't quite realise. So I'm now $2 million in debt, and our share price just skyrocketed as a result. So I might just leave it for a little bit, and I'll see how far I can get these share prices up to before I try to sell out and then rebuy when they're low. So I do want to keep an eye on these ones. So 124. It was just. I thought it was just higher than that, but maybe it wasn't because this one's still going up. Blue is share price. So we'll just keep an eye on where they're going. So Phoenix and Flagstaff is still going up, but I don't like to have. Oh, this is what I was concerned about. So it probably just plummeted just then, although it might have split that I didn't realise. So Texas and Pacific is actually running up now. It's actually starting to roll in a little bit of a profit, and it's promising. Now, I wonder how this goods train is going from, it's almost about to go. So, no, not quite enough yet to, this is what, it didn't take very long for it to get there at all. I'm okay with that. So we'll repay another one of these. We'll pay the 11% off. Make a little bit of money on issuing stocks, but I won't do that just yet. Cash $1 million. Now, yeah, it does cost me $510 to pay those with loans back. So let's now that we've got a fair bit of money, I'm going to merge with this company here because I want them to start again, and I want them to link me up somewhere again in the future. So I'm going to buy all their shares. And I could see if they're going to pay out like a massive dividend because all the shares are taken over. But I'm not going to really worry because they're not making much money, so they can't afford to pay out much of a dividend anyway. Although we could check what they're making only 120 grand. So the maximum I can get on shares, even if is going to be 120 grand, and they're not going to give all their profits away anyway. So we will. Actually, I might leave it there for a moment. I might leave that one there and see if they're going to pay out a dividend that is worth me leaving it there for them. So this cotton, I'm going to have to keep an eye on it because I think it should be going to make me a bit of money in the near future. So now that I've got a bit of money, I'm going to put this expensive bridge, burn some of my much loved money. So Piolo, that's got a B in there. Pablo is now in my route, and I could almost connect to one of these other ones. I think maybe Leadville, but it's probably quite expensive to go up that hill. No, it actually isn't too bad. Yeah, I can't actually afford to run. So Liberal, I'm going to connect with the little investors are excited. That's what I like to see. Now this one, they released 2 more 1,000 shares, which is what they sometimes do first. So we'll have a quick look at them. Their share price is staying up. Now, while I'm making lots of money, I will. Now, what does it have? It has bakery. I'll run it this way. And I'll make Denver a one-stop shop. And I'm going to run a consolidation through these. So we'll have some passengers, we'll have some dining, we'll have some some of those. So that should be enough for the moment. We've got some logs here, and there's nothing really to do with them. This one has, now does Denver want paper?